All right, just going to run through the four factorising questions I asked you to do, covering the first two types of factorisation that we've done. So the first one was 6ax minus 12ay. So if you're factorising that, what letter is common to both? It's a. And then what number is common to both? Remember, it's the highest common factor you need to take out. So 6 will divide into both of these. So you can factorize 2a out, but that's not factorizing kind of fully. Okay, you need to take out the highest common factor you can. So it's 6a that I need to factorize out. 6ax divided by 6a is x minus 12ay divided by 6a. 12 divided by 6 is 2. A divided by a cancels, so you're just left with y. Alright, so it's kind of skipping showing the division step here, but you can put it in if you want, if it helps. Next one, I've got three terms here, so just check, is there anything common to the three of them? Yes. They've all got an x, so I'll be able to factorize x out. This has got an x squared, but the other two only have x's, so it's just x you're able to factorize out, not x squared. And then what number divides into all three? It's 2 is the highest number. Okay, so 4 will divide evenly into the two of these, but it won't divide into that, so you can't factorize 4 out. So it is 2x that you'll factorize out. I'll show the division step here. So 4x squared divided by 2x minus 6xy divided by 2x plus 8xz divided by 2x. So by taking 2x out here, you're saying multiplied by 2x. So if you're multiplying it by 2x, the divided by 2x in here means you're not actually changing it, so they kind of counteract each other. Now, do your division inside the bracket. 4 divided by 2 is 2. X squared divided by x is x to the power of 1, or just x, minus 6xy divided by 2x. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. X divided by x cancelled. You're just left with y. Plus 8 divided by 2 is 4. X divided by x cancels. So you're just left with z. Alright, as I said, if you skip straight to that step, that's fine, as long as you're able to do it kind of consistently correctly. Okay, if you need to put that step in to get it right, put it in. Okay, it'll only take you a couple more seconds. Next example then, AB plus 5B plus 3A plus 15. So as I said, when you see four terms on these, your head should straight away go to two groups of two. Okay, it is possible that they'd have something all in common and you just be able to factorize something out, but generally speaking, year in, year out, when these are asked, if there's four terms, it's going to be two groups of two. So let's just check my first two. Yeah, I could factorize a b out of those, and then my second two, yeah, 3 would divide into both of those. So yeah, they do have something in common. We've seen examples where you might have to do some reordering before you can do the factorizing, but that's not the case here. So ab plus 5b, I'm going to factorize b out. ab divided by b is a. 5b divided by b is 5. It's plus 3 then that you're factorizing out. And you need to write plus 3. So a lot of people leaving out that plus. Okay, that's important, especially because you're going to have some of their negative later. And if you leave that 3 out, or you leave that plus out, you're changing the meaning now as well. It's all multiplied by. Okay, so plus 3 is what you're factorizing out. 3a divided by 3 is just a. 15 divided by 3 is 5. Do I have the same thing in both brackets? Yes, I do. So I've done it right. If you factorize that a plus 5 out, what's left? B plus 3. And that's it done. If the question said check your answer, you would multiply this out. You should get back to your question. Doesn't, so it won't. Question 4 then. So it's 4, so chances are it's two groups of 2. Is anything common to all of them? No. Okay, there's no letter that divides into all of them. There's no number that divides into all of them. So two groups of 2. Is something common to the 2 of them? Yes. 4 will divide into both of them. A will divide into both of them. Is there something common to these 2? 3 will go in and B will go in. Yeah, so that's fine. So just if you find these 2 and these 2 don't have something in common, it might just be moving stuff around and then you'll be able to do it. But with these ones, I can do it straight away. I kind of highlighted this when we were doing it. That when there's a minus here, just be careful when you're factorising that second pair. So these ones, 8ax plus 4ay. As I said, it is 4a that you factorise out here. All right. So you could factorise 2a out, but you're not factorising correctly. You're not taking out the highest common factor, and it will throw up problems then because you won't get the same thing in both brackets. So it'll particularly mess you up on these types of questions if you don't take out the highest common factor. So as I said, it is 4a. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 8. So a divided by a cancels. So you're just left with x. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So you can write the 1 if you want. A divided by a cancels. So you're just left with y there. So 1y would mean the same thing. Now, minus 6bx minus 3by. I want what's in that bracket to be positive. I want the same thing in both brackets. Both of these are negative. So I need to factorise a minus out to get pluses inside the brackets. So it must be a minus number that I factorise out. What divides into both of them? It's 3. And is there a letter common? Yes, b. So minus 3b. Now, minus divided by a minus is a plus. 6 divided by 3 is 2. B divided by b cancels, so you're just left with x. Minus divided by a minus is a plus. 3 divided by 3 is 1, or it cancels. B divided by b cancels, so you're just left with y. Okay, you'd write the 1 in maybe if this was just minus 3b and you were factorising minus 3b out, then you'd have to write 1 in rather than leaving it like a blank there. Okay, but you're fine to write just y or 1y. Same thing about brackets. I've done it right. Just factorise that out. So 2x plus y. What am I left with? What have I left behind when I factorise that out? 4a minus 3b. So that's what goes in the other bracket. Okay, so there's question 1 and 2, factorising by highest common factor, and question 3 and 4, factorising by grouping by a gang of 4 is what you'll hear them called sometimes.